It is the Americans who have never left the country. She says, oh, you're not well traveled. It is the Americans who have probably never left the country, the liberals who have never left their liberal cities, their nice little gated communities, who are asking for open borders because they are not personally affected by having an open border and by the negative problems that we can have if we don't check who's coming into the country. We're starting to see things that are not really an American thing. Beheadings. People are getting beheaded in the United States. There was a story a few days ago of an Indian man, I believe, who beheaded another, I believe they were both illegals, who beheaded another illegal immigrant over some dispute or whatever. That is not a thing that we see in America. We're starting to see gangs take over entire entire communities, buildings. I mean, I don't know if that's still going on in Colorado, but this is something that actually happened. A foreign gang came and took over an entire building in the United States, and they were charging the residents rent. That is not a thing that you see in America. We started seeing mopeds on the streets of New York. That is not a thing you see in America. That is closely associated with the third world countries. And these are people who don't give a fuck about traffic laws. If you come to any one of these countries, I shit you not, you will see how terrible people are on the road. And you think that these people who came in with no papers should just be allowed to drive in our streets? They already have no papers, so they're not allowed to get licenses, but they're driving on our streets anyway. And we should just allow them because nose ring here thinks that we should be compassionate, but doesn't understand that she's making the conservative argument.